Hi, my name is Rigel, and I'm gonna do a quick little explanation of what MIDI is, and maybe also touch on a couple other things. MIDI stands for Music I Don't Know Interface. Basically, what MIDI is like when electronic musical equipment wants to talk to each other. That's the language it uses. It's been around for a while, and so check out this sampler here. Okay, see, I'm hitting the pads and it's making sounds. Sound is coming out of this sampler right there. It comes out, right? Okay. But maybe I don't want to have to hit those pads. I want to have something else hit the pads for me. So I've got this sequencer here, and right, you see what? See, okay, see, it's a sequencer. This doesn't make any sound, but it does tell the sampler to make sound. I'm gonna hit play, and see, now it's telling the sampler to make sound. See, it's lighting up, the pads are lighting up. I'm not touching the pads, but the pads are lighting up, the pads are making sound. Sampler's making sound, right? Alright, see, that sampler's not the sequencer is not making sound, the sampler is making sound, because the sequencer is telling the sampler to make sound over MIDI. Alright, that's part one. Now check out part two. Now that's the drum part. Check out a melody. Check out a melody. Alright, see this melody? Now this sequencer is telling this synthesizer to make sound. And the synthesizer is making sound. Right? Over MIDI. It's sending information to the synthesizer so the synthesizer knows to make sound. Alright. Check out this part here. This I'm using this sequencer 1 on my sequencer, right? And it's gonna send information to this tone generator. Check it out. It's gonna be this. Hear that bass? Right? Alright. Now, this is the interesting part, alright? The same information that's going to this tone generator to make the bass, that same information, if you run it through a sampler, doesn't that sound different? Same information. Makes different sound. So this remembers like the notes. This tells what's listening to play notes and how long to hold the notes and that kind of stuff, but it doesn't tell it what sound to produce. I feel like information for humans is also like the MIDI for electronic musical equipment. You can receive the same kind of information, but your brain interprets it differently, and out your mouth comes different kind of noise. Like, that's the sampler. That's the tone generator. So it's like if your sample in your brain, if it's stuck on one idea, no matter what kind of information you receive, your system will output a sample, like, but just based on the information that it receives. Now, you can change the sample. You can reprogram your brain, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to stick to the programming that you've developed. You can reprogram yourself, just like a tone generator, even more than a sampler, because a sampler you just change. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my demonstration. Oh, look at this MIDI. Here's a MIDI box. It doesn't matter. There's a drum machine. But maybe you understand now a little bit about MIDI and the human mind.